Hello, and welcome to another episode of my Alpha Centauri Let's Play. This is Northstar. I hope you folks are well. So, I'm at war with Sparta, and I have all these units here. I talked about taking Fort Sparta, but that's dumb. Simple lesson in military strategy here. Attack where the enemy is not. Bypass strongholds. Undermine the basis of their strength, and let military units wither on the vine where possible. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try. They've got all these troops in Fort Superiority. I'm going to try and attack down to Solid Domain and Citadel Station instead. I'm considering cutting the roads, although that will make it a little harder. Probably here. That'll make it a little harder to attack later. But I can always mass units on the border here, and either they'll come out into the open, probably not attack with a rush penalty, and I'll wipe them out, or they'll send their base, and I'll still be able to take Fort Superiority. But if I can slow them down, so I don't have to keep a unit here to stop them from massing right outside parade ground, that'd be good. They will go here, and I could just keep a unit here. The problem is it would disengage, and then they would be able, they'll gladly move along roads. They're just not going to attack or rush on them usually. So, in order to be the smartest thing for them to do so. So yeah, I probably need to cut the roads, even though I'll have to rebuild it. Put the superior mobility of the rivers to use, because I can, as I said, from the border, I can still attack the base in one turn. Is it perfect? No, but it buys time so that I don't need to keep my forces massed and parade ground to prevent them going boom, boom into the base. A little more time to move back. Although I say that, and they'll still go out here, they'll actually just suffer a movement penalty. Give me a second. Yeah. No, sorry, yeah, no, I want them to actually group up. Where is that? This right tissue right squish mosquito with. Anyways, I want them to group up right outside the base so I can wipe them all out with cloud damage. If they're smart enough not to move 1/3 and a 2/3 chance to move on this energy or such, then, well, that's still fine. I should be able to wipe out stacks here, move here, and attack there. Plus, if I'm attacking here to here, there is a attack bonus along road. I'm pretty sure unless I think the Thinker mod removed that, which is dumb. It's actually a key part of the game. Well, not a key part, but it's important strategic consideration. I hate it when people just get ideas about what, oh, that might be an optional setting. People shouldn't just decide, oh, I don't like this combat factor, so I remove it. If it's part of the game, it's there for a reason. Got some recon rovers. Get up at World Health Organization. Get something down to the front real quick. Take use of its mobility. Missile squads actually make great sense for actually attacking bases. They have 6 attack for 2 mineral rows, and say if I had some massed here to avoid being attacked, they could still attack at 2/3 strength at Fort Superiority, which is actually a little more effective than an impact rover attacking without the rush penalty, because infantry have a plus 25% bonus attacking the bases. And missile rovers are just far too expensive to be attacking bases with, even though they're man for man more effective than the missile infantry. So yeah, Only problem is the missile squads don't have a lot of speed, but the Spartans have chosen not to deploy hardly any rovers, and so I don't need as much speed with the bases all clumped so close together. That's not to say I shouldn't put it to good use. Anyhow, let's see how this goes. Monitoring agency could really use another mineral. Deciding who to attack with. Civil rights agency is doing farmers. Just lots of farmers. That should probably be the next one. This is always discipline though. Anything under veteran I can eventually train better replacement units for, so I shouldn't necessarily be use them to attack bases, which is a little harder for rovers. Yeah, it's too bad I didn't have more transports and missile infantry, but fast. I didn't expect war to break out quite so soon, and infantry would probably still be making their way up front, so fast attacks are important. Okay. Not gonna destroy that road. So boom. 9 to 5 odds. You see base plus 25%, no armor. Disciplined. They have a negative, positive from the Spartans morale penalty, not morale bonus, but a negative from drone riots. So they fight at their morale level. So 1.25 strength to 2.25. Cool. So I'll move these guys in. Peacekeeper sees solid domain, 1400 crits, vertical nets. It's 3 years to spray through. I am waiting with this probe team. It's probably going to be used to try and steal biomorphic software from the Spartans once they discover it. I can sit on parade ground, actually, steal it from force superiority. Or if they get sent stack here and I wipe it all but one unit, I might be able to bribe that last unit. We'll see what it costs. Bribing impact squad, even a damaged one, might be kind of expensive, but maybe worth it for the momentum. And, it's a unit they didn't have to pay support for versus training something earlier. So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is the only rover that can attack Citadel Station this turn. Scout patrol is unlikely to defeat it though, or attack without a rush penalty. It's fine. The odds of them winning are very low, and the more I cut off. Santiago. Hello again, Commissioner Wall. Your wanting followers made a force to be reckoned with. Greetings from Colonel Santiago. She wants me to attack the believers. No. She is offering peace for a solid domain. Never solid domain. Remain mine for all time. It feels like a little megalomaniac for Wall. But I'm gonna bring UN justice and peace and humanitarian government. At least that's the idealistic version. Maybe just bureaucratic control to the people there. Your strength is impressive, Commissioner, but don't underestimate my ability to cause you harm. Pay me 50 energy credits at once, and I should forgive past offenses. 20 credits for peace? No, thank you. You are in no position to make demands. Santiago. Only with deepest bitterness do I accept this defeat and offer to pillage blood truce. Defend yourself or be crushed. She is not going to get... I didn't accept that, did I? To give her 48. Yeah, no. Okay, just double checking. I'm gonna take her all our bases. Do or die isn't on, so she'll respawn somewhere else. But yeah, I've got plans. Huh, this freaking rover didn't even get damaged. Oh, it's because it hasn't attacked yet. Whoops. 8 to 5 odds. Discipline, but with the morale bonus Spartans get. I have to send one of the rovers that would have had to attack at a rush penalty. Take the base, but the Spartans don't have anything around here to quickly respond. They might mass outside the base at best. Excuse me. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they mass us at the base. Yeah, I can attack from Citadel Station to here without rush penalty. Cool. Just move along the river. Peacekeeper sees Citadel Station. 12 energy credits diverted from local grids. Alright. I don't need doctors because my natural growing no matter what. I could do technicians to stop the growth, but I need the minerals. Whatever. It'd be a while till some of these bases get abandoned. They can be productive in building some formers and then some colony pods, or maybe just right to colony pods. But right now I need military units. Put the final nail in the Spartan coffin, and then there's the university to deal with. They're growing no matter what. Hmm. Maybe I shouldn't. Oh. There we go. Boom. That just goes to waste. One lab. Just rearranging things a tiny bit. Recon rover was not a smart move. Two missile squads, actually. Hmm. Gas. Everything have to go to waste every time. I'll just do this off camera. Give me a moment. Okay, and whoopsie daisy, it just occurred to me. I only realize now I should have been reassigning units to get support locally instead of uh support from bases. That was a wasted mineral. I mean, stuff happens, I guess. I won't say, the S word because YouTube censorship, but stuff happens. All right. It's one lost mineral. It's a shame, but I'll live with it. Right. Units that just attacked can't disengage the same turn. But it was this one that did the attack, wasn't it? I don't know. Disciplined. Yeah, I didn't attack with the disciplined unit, so. Hmm. Santiago on view screen again. No, I'm not attacking the believers. No, I'm not giving up Citadel Station. And no, I'm not paying energy credits for peace. No, I'm not accepting a blood truce. She keeps asking. Keep telling her no. Sure, she'll ask again. All right, let's see. 'It wouldn't attack with the Centauri garrison anyways, and if this unit had attacked this turn, I was somehow mistaken, or moving to an undefended base count as attacking. Da, 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 da. Cell station is the furthest units can be and still make it back. Defend your parade ground. Full movement. Do that because 7, 9. That first row, so it's got 2. It's got 11 to go, so I don't need more than 6 minerals right now, or 7 if I want the next one to be completed. Well, no. Yeah, 7. So I could still. That and one other unit could get support locally. Perfect. More minerals for this colony pod. Sweet. Damaged, damaged, damaged. Forest headquarters, Legal Council. No, because a little bit of minerals. Sure, I can put some energy in. It's fine. This should also get support locally. This will still be done the same amount of time, and the next squad, which should go from 1 overflow to 7 to, or 1 to 12. I mean, 1 to 6 to 11. Minerals too. I can rush at that point, or let it go up to 17 when it would have no. I'd rush at that point. Energy into quickly overwhelm the Spartans is not a bad thing. Let's see. These need to repair. Do that best in the base, but it doesn't have to be this base actually. Excuse me. Let's solid domain them. This can't make it that far, so it'll have to repair locally. Should support from here. I can shift around minerals and stuff I really want, but base is about to add another mineral production, so it'll be fine. Plus I can put a little energy in. Colony pods are very expensive to rush, so let's get the support from here. Open the base screen. Boom. And they're just turning out formers here. There's no elevated cost to hurrying a missile squad that's... No. I already heard one before. Give me a moment. Alright, sorry, I had to take a moment. Think a little. Not too much. Should be cautious with Reassign 2 units to space. We'll roll right over the Spartans. And then if I have enough forces left, which is partly RNG, I may try and provoke the university soon after. What are they working on here? Impact Squad Mark II. Impact weaponry, plasma steel, armor. Expensive units. Yeah, I may need to mass a bunch of missile infantry to deal with the university, but doing so will give me uncontested control of this continent, and then I can just focus on building at that point. Maybe try and get a foothold over across this this narrow sea here to the area around Mount Planet, and try and get a foothold to eventually go to war with the Hive. But yeah, there'll be a lot of building expansion still. Or get footholds in this continent for the believers. We'll see how it goes. All right. Servers can definitely go as far as Citadel Station safely. Do need something guarding that. Using this to possibly skirmish. This is healing. This is kind of a reserve. Unum is already short of minerals and supporting units, and I can make this worse for them. Though, boom. Say hello to -5 mineral production, and with it, a bunch of units I won't have to fight because they'll just be Spartans be forced to disband large parts of the army. Also, former. Apparently, what are they working on? Probably a mine there. I think this was choked in fungus, so they removed the fungus and probably were about to do a mine. Cool. Spawn unit here. Probably engage on the open. Whenever they send from force parity. Let's see. Boom. Suppose I need some troops in solid domain so that I can attack force parity if they split their forces, and I rush them here and they can just attack the base the same turn. Here they can strike Iron Home as well. Alright then. Do not believe the Spartans will attack rush penalty into a base, but could be wrong. They might do it if the units defending are very weak. So I should probably leave at least one rover there. Better fighting them in open ground than. Take advantage of the way zones of control work. You can always move in the face of enemy forces if you have a friendly unit in the area. So, boom, it's commando. Fight open ground to delay, distract, and yeah. Gnats, sorry. Guys, I'm like, distracted gnat won't leave me alone. Boom. It's got units on the road. They can do the whole disengage thing, and they fight better in the open. In that the Spartans have a combat bonus when attacking into a base or defending a base. I don't know if they get one attacking out of a base, but you know what? I shouldn't risk it. Boom. So sure they don't, even if they get some kind of bonus attack on base. Which they very well might. They don't have this memorized. Where is that missile squad? I know I have one around here. Oh, here it is. So here, so the squad will prevent this tile, and I'll get them this far next turn. Which is if I want to hurry a probe team along while I'm doing it. What do? You can make it that far anyhow. Yeah, there's no probe teams for whom it makes sense, I don't think. Alright. Save here. There. For some reason, the Spartans move a unit out here to not group up. Maybe I'll see a lone infantry I can bribe. Not likely, but they go here, I should say. South of there. Looks like they're just going to win the server tile next, which they could do from there equally well. Boom, such as the guard. Slower probe teams coming from the north. Are any? Nope. Or be guarded by the scout rover. That's not a terrible thing. Case of mind worm attack. Break class in case of mind worm attack. I don't know. I'm being a little bit of a goofball, as I often want to do. Mm-mm. Suppose it would suck that missile squad got attacked. It's probably automatically doing let's be up. So clear that scout rover should defend, not the recon rover if attacked by mine worms. I mean, it has the better chance of winning anyhow. The same veterancy level. This rover. So probe team. That's kind of telling me how the progress on the mineworm healing is going. I think it, or it's estimating. So ostensibly, they might be fully healed to start next turn and start moving. Or they just were after that last fight. Either way, I could have mineworms on the way very soon. Excuse me. Sorry. Boom, because yeah, it's their stacked can't. Oh wait, there was a road. That's right. Pretty sure it's healed up, but yeah, the ants.
Complete.
Huh? Oh, condenser. Get the terraform complete message. You guys in here? Space has enough nutrient surplus. Tender Golden Age has enough talents. It's just a matter of actually entering this stupid thing. Probably shouldn't do it in case one of them was saved. Say defender or planetary trust because I'm working on colony pod there. It always sucks to rush those. Give me a moment. Sorry, some dumb insect. I don't even know what it was. I just squished it. He's getting through the screens. Still family, but because I'm disabled from COVID, but the family member doesn't. I'm in the house is in great condition, and little things like screens, letting insects around seems to be a problem constantly in the summer. It is the summer, and I'm recording this. I think it's winter when you guys are seeing this video, but anyways. Oh. No, 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 no. Darn it. That needed to heal. That needed to heal. Suppose it can hang around. Get some mind worms to the north, but no. This is incredibly annoying. Now there's RNG that won't even make it there. You're repaired. Let's investigate. Damaged, always investigate, I should say. Safe or repaired, and it misspoken. Happens with my long COVID. worry about units that moved in before failing to move this time. That didn't, thankfully. That didn't. Boom. Boom. Mm-hmm. It's a transport play there. Supposed to go in this mine. Get there from either spot, but no need to be adjacent to fungus. But if not, here it gets the road. So. Okay, that's most certainly not near planetary truss, but the message of Warmer's altered rainfall near planetary truss. It's around here. I think it was that condenser. Maybe it's this one. Space is gonna boom. Boom, boom, boom. I have to revisit all that in a sec. All this stuff to repeat. Okay. No, I did this. Saved after. Cool. Fireman condenser. Done here. Sweet. Probably going here in the condenser. Yeah, condenser. Well, I want to raise the land. Get a borehole there. It'll be a well to have base to utilize it. Alien artifact. Should be able to go. This transport just moved here. That's right, to help the former there, I think. I don't remember. Maybe not. Because the former's facing left, so it must have been loaded. Otherwise, it'd be facing. Yeah, so it did help it there. Righty then. Let's go northwest. Can't imagine it matters the path that much, but go here. Yeah. Maybe if having a unit prevents a forest from being the source of a forest growth, then it could matter, so that's fine. I don't know, in Civ 4 you can't have forests grow into tiles where there's currently a unit, for instance. So in a very optimized micro thing, you don't want to move through tiles you want hoping forests to grow into, if, all other things being equal. I have to get very, planning roundabout paths. I'm slowly moving units around in peacetime and don't care if they're quick as a result of that. Though there's a very, very low chance of that actually paying off. Like in the source of in the length of like a marathon or epic campaign, actually, I think whatever, because I forget which one has more random event chance relative to the length, because game speed in Civ 4 does affect event chance. I think I've ever had once where a forest grew where I might have moved a unit, or twice maybe. It's rare, but it does happen. Condenser. Guess a farm next, and then raise the terrain, but I find there's something more with military units to do. I don't need this unit. I could move it. Citadel station in the northeast. Yeah, it might not hurt actually. It's equally close to defending prey ground that way, but it's more of a threat to Spartans this way. Couldn't be able to go 1, 2, 3 and attack for superiority. So yeah, I should probably do that. Minor optimization. An optimization nonetheless. And I think units won't disengage into a tile that has another unit, so it'll prevent them from disengaging onto the road. Which I'm not sure I'd want. Rather this disengage here, where it's close to Monolith, although it could do here, which would suck. We'll see how things work out. This is also, this goes a third attacks, a third back at the base. Could be units other than the formers end up in the tile, you never know. Cool. All right. Condenser. Definitely. Probably a road. Just finish this forest. That'll be a borehole soon, but get some use of the tile before the borehole. A little bit of way of nutrients. Want headquarters to work that tile instead. Nope, not likely. Uh, hmm. Second to review everything. Sorry about that. That took me longer than I thought it would. I was thinking about the micro here at headquarters and whether I wanted to work this condenser. Long and short of it, I probably do. Probably not going to want to rush that colony pod because at this point I'm over from our bureaucracy limit. So colony pods are still a good investment, but they're getting to be less good investment. I'm talking my hands, you guys can't see it, but and rushing a second row is always expensive. I mean, rushing 2 rows is always expensive, especially on colony pods. I'm not even sure if the energy, so I might need to delay the rush. But beyond all that, I probably want to store up some nutrients at UN headquarters because when I build UN Medical College here, it's actually on this tile. It's working. I'll probably end up giving up the condenser tile and then eventually this tile. Which, just to briefly show, if I do something like this, I'm actually running a nutrient shortage. So in order to be able to hand off more nutrients, the new base, essentially, I want to store them up now. And A, it reduces the chance of eco damage. Minor side benefit. Minor side benefit. Lab point for nutrient. Yeah, I probably actually want to make that trade-off, though. Which case is this or 654. Yeah. Lab points are not super valuable. You guys might like tech's super important. Yes, tech is very important, even with tech stagnation. But there are probe teams, steel techs. For instance, well, I'd probably trade industrial automation for ecological engineering, which the guys are about to have, just to show you guys. I think did I show this on camera, or is it when I was looking at the yeah, 7 years till that. The Hive's the Hive just discovered air power. So I might then trade the Hive ecological engineering for air power. That is, they get ecological engineering, I get air power. The AI is not great at putting advanced terraform to use, so I'm not that worried, although I guess it will allow the Hive to tech other things. I'm a little iffy about trading with the Hive. I don't want him to get too much stronger. He'll probably be a future target before long. them or the believers. It could be, but probably the Hive. Of course, I'll need to invest in aircraft before I'm ready to deal with the Hive because they already have air power. Got it very quickly, and they seem to be investing heavily in research. Tech rate 28 per turn compared to a lot of the other factions. It's well ahead of the university. It's ahead of the believers. It's ahead of the Morganites. It's behind my own tech rate and the Gaians. But yeah, they're doing a decent tech rate. They're probably running some librarians somewhere or something. I think the AI is smart enough to do that, I hope. I don't know how else they could be running such a high tech rate. It's not like they spammed biology labs, have they? Oh, wait. Let's do that under energy banks where I can see. Yeah, they have not. The only reasonable explanation is that they're running librarians because they certainly don't have the civics or the. They're not running values wealth, which combined with golden ages, and if they were running free market wealth, and they have golden ages, they can actually get the +1 energy per tile. But they're not doing that, so and the AI is not great about setting up solar panels, so maybe the Hive. I mean, it varies by faction. There's differences in the faction, but I suspect it's some librarians. It would make sense. Anyways, I could have gotten lots of pod pops that are alien artifacts with network nodes that worked for them too, I suppose. I just did this former unit at Defense Command. Formers are pretty universally great. Sorry, coughing. What am I terraforming level there? Or oh yeah, to swap off that aquatic energy resource. Also, this base already has a bureaucracy drone, and plant a farm and a condenser, and yeah. Maritime Command won't easily be able to pop boom though. If I ran 2 doctors and had 10 nutrient production, which means 7 from tiles. So I guess if there's a condenser farm here and this still has an overgrown forest, it's possible I could boom the size 5. Not going to get beyond there. You know, that's perfectly doable though. Alright, and then as soon as this is done, probably a forest. You can actually plant forests around Centauris. It doesn't destroy them. I think I checked that. Let's just double check this for you guys. I'm 90% sure. Yep. Not what I wanted to do with the former. I just wanted to check that. So, I'll help with getting this terraform level done quicker. But then I need a forest probably for Defense Command to work. They can work the sensor forest instead of a technician. It'll give them the +2 nutrients a turn. They might slow growth to size 6 eventually. Golden ages are beyond them. But mainly I want the minerals and a little bit of energy forest gives. I'm kind of running out of steam here. I have to take a rest in a second. I apologize, but my long COVID, It's a terrible disability. It really does suck. I mean, it may not sound like it, but having basically no energy most of the time, it's not fun. Let me put it that way. When did the scout patrol arrive here? Base can't easily golden age. Technician instead of nutrient only tile. Drawing down the nutrient resources for useful stuff. I'm hoping I'll get a forest overgrowing one of these condensers. Then I get the forest yields, which aren't bad. I should have to take back one of those nutrient tiles, or actually there'll be a condenser here, so that plus the forest and they'll be good. Looking, I was just looking at this recon rover, looking around. Guess terraforming trust is undefended. It isn't even supporting a unit. Boom. Exterminal. World Food Program. And Planetary Trust is booming, 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 booming. Not gonna boom anymore though. If it grows again without a doctor. Question arises: should I have to sign doctor and work for nutrient tiles? It's probably not worth it. It's micro stuff. That's basically a forest. Not condenser is being worked by this base. Cool. This one will eventually be forest. No, I won't. Just until I actually plant a forest next to it. There's one here and I chopped it. This is guard size 6. It's Golden Age, Planetary Trust, Colony Pub for long. What's this scout patrol doing? Hmm. Could get defense command and give it a golden age. Upgrade it to a boom the base one bigger. I need higher nutrient production. Oh. I think I know what I was doing with this. I was going to put in the planetary trust in the police infantry here to get the monolith. Since the base was going to lose its golden age after it grows anyways, it's going to take a little while on the colony pod. Which would be SAMP design agency. Or priority then. Stability rates agency. Yeah. Hmm. I don't know. Give me a moment. Yeah, it's going to be size 6 for a while. So I definitely want to do that. And it failed to move. The police infantry. Lovely. Well. Get off their fat rears later. And 5 minerals to WHO. I do not know if that goes into overflow for the next former or if it's just wasted. There's no easy way to avoid that, though. I think. Let me double check my assumption. Oh, I do this.
Terraform complete.
Then I can make sure it goes to human headquarters by having the other former finish. Oh, that's better. Then there's no chance of, and I can actually see.
Request confirmation.
48 minerals for 17. I mean, 48 energy for 17 minerals. Ugh. Ugh. I say no. Can I get a hell no? Oh yeah, and this base is not running a nutrient deficit anymore. Right. Can't easily golden age to size 9, so. Excuse me. It's suffering eco damage now. Because guess the farm just in the lots of forest was just enough to push into very low risk. Right. Guess the pigs get another chance to go north. And they made it this time. I wasn't trying to save Scummet, but did realize there's no reason I wanted to test that the formers could direct the minerals, redirect them. I had saved between moving the police unit and... Yeah, I know some people are going to be upset. I just nicknamed the police infantry. But to be fair, in this sci-fi alternate future, they're literally just suppressing dissent from my keeping people in overcrowded, under-resourced conditions. I mean, you can not have drones or prevent drone rights just by putting more energy into psych. So it's basically not giving enough people enough energy to keep the lights on. Or something. I don't know. It's, you know, how you feel about police in our own world in this sci-fi future. And Alpha Centauri, they're not the good guys the way they're represented. Of course, they do sometimes heroically defend against mind worms, but normal scout patrols do that too. Anyways, of course, with intellectual integrity, maybe they represent more honest, non-lethal policing. Like, actually, not firing rubber bullets, which have been fired at people's heads and killed them sometimes. Like, it's even been acknowledged, I think, for instance, the Boston Police Department, there was an article that they admitted that they had killed someone by shooting a rubber bullet into their head. They took full responsibility, which at least that's nice. They're not like trying to, it was our fault. And I think the San Francisco Police Department did that once. And I think, yeah, it's, I saw that in a YouTube video. Someone was posting it. So, and a link to the article. It was in what with the Boston Herald or something. The point being, it's very much a thing. And I you know, you can see videos of them aiming at reporters, aiming at people's heads intentionally. It's some of them. There's definitely bad apples, and the whole system is corrupt. I mean, there are good people. I was in the EMT. I worked alongside police. People I thought were good because they were at least gentle and didn't show any excessive violence. The ones I worked alongside, there were others in other areas when I sometimes traveled into other areas as an EMT who were violent like that. Even like mainly I saw how they treated the mentally ill. But the ones I worked alongside the most often in my local area were at least properly like more sensitive to mentally ill people, although they sometimes still made things worse. But it was mostly security guards who could be really brutal with mentally ill people. Saw that. The actual police were usually better, but you went out into it was a major urban area. You went into some suburbs and you saw really violent, racist police officers a lot. So the system is bad in most areas, and these people I thought were good because they were not excessively violent. It turned out they were stealing money from the government. Yes, they weren't brutalizing innocent people. Instead, they were just they were embezzling, basically. It's like, okay, not great either. The whole system is messed up. That's people talk about police abolition. What they really mean is disbanding the police and reforming them along like new lines that are designed to be less corrupt. And it's not that they think there should be no police in society. Well, I mean, some do, but it's usually that they think the system is so broken you need to dissolve it and reform it, which could take a while, but it's worth it with how badly things are messed up. Any system, I mean, a lot of the government departments need to be dissolved and reformed too, although, of course, Trump doing that with Doge is not being done for the right reasons. But some agencies like USAID, gone, basically. And when it's reformed, hopefully it won't be complicit in torture around the world and stuff, which USAID has a history in the Cold War of literally training police officers in torture in Latin America and being used to help CIA infiltrations and all sorts of nasty stuff. The system is utterly contemptible. You gotta rebuild it from the ground up. Of course, this probably isn't popular to say these days, especially with like there's this horrible game going around. Well, okay, I've heard bad things about it, and the dev statements make it very clear where their loyalties lie, ready or not. And it's like this violent first-person shooter where you play a SWAT, except it's the whole thing is propaganda. They even like say on the Steam page, this game is dedicated to the honor of the brave men and women. It's like, oh. They have apparently a literal episode where someone like you SWAT someone, or like, I mean, someone calls a false SWAT team thing on a streamer, and it turns out like instead of it just being, oh, you fucked up, then the person was like into like criminal activity, but there was no indication that. It was just they had to make something up because they can't have someone feel that maybe the police, there's a problem with the way they're used with that shit. It's ridiculous. That game is disgusting. There's a school shooting thing that's apparently done in a very insensitive way. Every step around it, it's just very much propaganda and should not. It's kind of disgusting, honestly. Police infantry are disciplined, so they don't need to go to a monolith. They got some proper discipline. Maybe they're less likely to steal from their government. That's a very undisciplined thing to do. What can I say? Alright, this needs to go to press agency to avoid the fungus, so boom. To defend the colony pod or to defend the base. Police aren't needed here right now. Not a golden age. It's not going to be in a golden age. Actually, I got something for these police to do. Bucket Brigade. They go here. They go here. And then I can send one to defend the colony pod. Doesn't matter if it's from fiscal monitoring or refugee relief. Guess a little, since it's fiscal monitoring, I can have this unit immediately rebase and this one can, Scout Patrol can pop over here and grab support. Alright. And then, yep. The Scout Patrol defenses. Yeah, it's good to defend level 1 bases because they can be wiped out by random mine worm attacks. Need to hold, not. Of course, there is a transport here. There's a former here. Ram mine worm attack probably attack the base, not the former though. Have to go all the way around. Yeah. This needs a skip turn. If I select sentry, they'll load on the transport. It might not defend. I'd rather lose the Scout Patrol and the much more expensive transport. Alright. These police are earning their keep defending a much more vulnerable base. Scout patrol here for now. More drones, but not enough to worry. In fact, I don't need any units doing policing in this base. Can operate just fine with 0 police. It would have 3 talents and 3 drones, which is still stable. Right, now we're in 27 minutes. Really don't want to cut this, so I'm going to have to desperately need to defend that warmer for some reason. Because from there they can move directly in. This would be fine. They get a defense bonus in force. I don't know. I think that still applies against mind worms. Righty then. There's a road there. Farm there. Reckon that. So I think it's condenser now. It's condenser time. Unless it's road time. No, because after all these guys probably spread out and do more farms. Should avoid too many roads. Okay, so that's enough. I'm cutting the video here. Wish you folks all the best. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves. May you always find a guiding star to lead you home. I apologize if some of my rants bothered some of you this video. I wish you all the best. Adieu.